afternoon, I'm Raylene Ramsey. This is your afternoon news fix for Friday, the 29th of September. Labour's finance spokesperson says National's fiscal plan is a recipe for more emissions. It's making an election promise it'll achieve lower taxes and less debt by reducing budget spending. It says it'll reduce spending on operating allowances about $300 million annually over 4 years. Grant Robertson says that includes having no more funding for climate action.
By removing the funding that is in place in the Climate Emergency Response Fund, National are abrogating their responsibility to work on the reduction of emissions.
Labour leader Chris Hipkins says National always likes to punch down in response to its welfare policy. He claims the party's fiscal plan prioritises giving landlords tax cuts over caring for beneficiaries.
Cutting their benefits in order to pay for tax cuts is actually going to force more children into poverty, and it's going to make life very difficult.
Meanwhile, Labour's leader says he's concerned about a complaint of aggression and manhandling experienced by one of his MPs. Taranaki King Country candidate Angela Roberts posted on social media claiming a man shook her and slapped her cheeks at a debate in Inglewood. Hipkins says the risk seems higher this election, and he has this message for his team.
If you are concerned about your safety in any situation, don't put yourself in that situation. And if that means not going to a meeting and being criticised for not going to a meeting because you don't feel that you are going to be safe there, then I will absolutely defend you doing that.
Māori leaders say Chris Luxon must condemn racist rhetoric from potential political allies. In an open letter, 17 community leaders say the National leader should denounce racist comments made by New Zealand First candidates and act policies they're labelling as race baiting. Chair of Ngā Whare Wā Te Marae and Manukau Urban Māori Authority, Bernie O'Donnell, says it's not a big ask of Luxon.
Come out and say, no, that's not what we talk about. Have a pushback in terms of the narrative that we're hearing from his potential coalition partners. I don't think it's very difficult at all.
Luxon is reiterating his condemnation of racism, but says it's not the focus of the election. He says New Zealanders want this election to be about issues including the cost of living, crime, health and education. And business leaders have given their political guesses ahead of the election. The Herald's Mood of the Boardroom surveyed more than 100 top business people. Chris Luxon comes out as preferred Prime Minister, scoring 3.24 out of 5 against Chris Hipkins on 2.95. Jarden Investment Banking co-head Silvana Skinoni says people feel this is a make-or-break election.
I think it is a very meaningful election. Everybody, and in this case the business community, are interested in the outcome.
And confirmed cases of cryptosporidium infections in Queenstown have now reached 48. In sporting headlines, the New Zealand Breakers want to celebrate Tom Abercrombie's 400th match for the club with a strong start to their Australian NBL campaign tomorrow night. The New Zealand women's cricket team may have lost their one-day series against South Africa, but they're celebrating pace bowler Leah Tahuhu becoming the first white fern to take 100 ODI wickets. The All Blacks are promising to cut down on the number of penalties they concede, starting with tomorrow's vital World Cup contest against Italy. I'm Raylene Ramsey. That is your latest news fix. We'll be back with the next update tomorrow morning from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.